Well, hello, hello, hello.
Hey,
Welcome again to another episode of
two sides to a
Two.
coin.
I'm Alicia Curry,
And I'm Cassie Corey.
and we're here to tell you about everything.
And nothing.
And so today's topic that we're going to discuss is all around COVID-19
Yes.
and specifically what we're seeing as people are being a little bit freer to roam about and do
as
things.
the world begins to open up again.
Open up.
What's been happening?
Yeah, what has been happening?
I mean, parties. A lot of people crowding restaurants and bars, beach overcrowding, a lot of parks, and just very reckless behavior. It's
Because
been
it's
very
still,
disheartening because I have a friend who lost her mother to COVID, and to hear people talk about it being a hoax or, I've never known anybody who got it, whatever, is really insensitive and just selfish and disgusting. So.
Yes. It is insensitive, and just because your little part of the world, your little bubble, hasn't experienced this doesn't mean that it's a hoax. Because I know people who have passed away, who've had loved ones pass away, who have been sick with it, and it being this ongoing thing that's not leaving their body.
Yeah,
And
we had close family friends who had it for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and the pneumonia and the damage to the lungs. I mean, it's the difficulty breathing and everything. It's not something to be played around with.
Yeah.
And so it is very disturbing to see it not being taken seriously, and beyond just not even taking it seriously, to making a game out of it.
Yeah, that's probably the most disturbing thing that I've seen since it started becoming public. All these COVID parties and
trying to get it,
betting pools, and it's
the betting
really
pools.
insane.
I don't understand. Like they're putting money in a pool to see, and getting together, all of them gathering up to see who gets it first, and then you win the money if you get it first.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand that at all.
Definitely not worth it.
No. So one of the things I wanted to ask is, as we went into lockdown, you were very active on campus. You were in the sorority. How did that affect you and your friends? How did you feel about having to go through that lockdown?
I mean, personally, I'm more of a homebody, so it didn't affect me as much. I wasn't as disheartened by it. With all the technology that we have today, we all knew that we'd be able to keep in touch, be able to have like Zoom meetings together, even though we're all spread around. A couple of my sisters are international students, so they went home. So there's no way of us being in contact with each other regardless. So yeah, we've just been doing a lot of we have a few WhatsApp and Instagram group chats and stuff. We have like Snapchat streaks that we keep and everything. So, I mean, it's not as bad as a lot of people seem to think it is, not in my opinion. Yeah, I don't think I've had as much a loss. I'm going into my senior year this coming year. So, of course, like I'll be upset if we have to be online for the semester, if we don't get to have our football season and everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, we have to do what's safest and in everybody's best interest. Yeah.
Because that's the number one priority. As much as there are naysayers out there saying that it's a hoax or it's not really happening, or you have to just believe that you won't get sick and you won't get sick, that there's elements to mindset, there's elements to being healthy and staying healthy and believing in your own health. But we also have to cater to the least of us among us, which means those who are vulnerable, those who have underlying health conditions, those who believe that if they get a sneeze, if they sneeze, that they have it.
Yeah.
You know, there are those that you get a sneeze, you hear them sneeze once and they're like, oh my God, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
We have to cater to everyone. So while you feel like you don't want to wear a mask, or you don't want to, or you can go out and do whatever you want to do, because you're free to do what you want to do. Our responsibility, I believe, is to the collective. And so I don't like wearing my mask. I don't like to run every morning, but I do it. I do the running because it helps me stay fit. Otherwise, I'll be, I don't know, I'll balloon of sorts. So I run. I don't like it, but I do it. I wear a mask. I don't like it. It makes me yawn all the time because I don't feel like I'm getting enough oxygen. And I can't wear makeup. I can't wear lipstick.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
kind
like
of annoying
wearing
when
it.
you wear glasses too,
It
because it
fogs up your
fogs
glasses.
everything up.
But the bottom line is, we do what we have to do to make sure all of us are safe.
Yeah.
And I'm not spreading. I could be asymptomatic. I don't know. I don't believe so. But I don't want to spread it to someone else, and I don't want them spreading it to me.
Right.
So let's be mindful of everyone. Let's love everyone by doing what we need to do to keep this contained and stop the spread. That's the main thing. Let's stop the spread of this virus.
I mean, I don't understand how many more illustrations or discussions or statistics we need to have in order to get this through to people. If everyone just abided by the CDC's guidelines for 3 weeks.
Just 3 weeks.
3
but
weeks,
even
4 weeks,
if you don't
however
want to wear,
many,
we
could have been done with this.
If you don't want to wear the mask, put on a face shield so when you're talking to someone or you cough, it doesn't get to them. Yes, the face shield is open on the sides and the bottom, but it's that direct,
person to person, face to face.
You don't want that happening. So wear a face shield at least, so that you're not spreading anything to anyone else.
Or you know what? If you really don't want to wear a mask, if you feel that it infringes on your rights, or that you can't breathe in your mask or whatever, stay home.
Yes.
Have someone else run your errands.
Food delivery.
Have all
Instacart.
your contacts through virtual communication, telecommunication, whatever, but stay home.
We're on the same page here.
Derivative is to stop the spread.
Let's stop the spread. Whatever we can
just buckle down, hunker down.
And for those who want to party,
Zoom parties.
Woo-hoo! I've seen a lot of those. You know, it's not that serious. Please. I mean, the disease is serious, but I mean, staying home for a few weeks, buckling down for a few weeks, it's not that serious. You will survive if you just stay home. You can't party. You're not going to, the world isn't going to come to an end if you can't party for a few weeks. So let's be responsible. Yeah. And anything else you want to add to the conversation?
No, just don't be selfish.
Don't be selfish. Stay home, or wear some kind of protective covering for your nose and mouth, and wash your hands.
And be mindful of who you're interacting with and who they've interacted with.
Yes.
If you have a friend who is an essential worker, check up on them from a distance. Just be mindful that they could be carrying it. They could be asymptomatic. There's a lot of exposure going around for those essential workers, and it's insane. It's unfortunate, but in order for us to be effective in slowing the spread and stopping the spread, we have to make sure that who we are in direct contact with is also a safe person, that we don't become carriers also, and
wash those hands, and just practice safety. Physical distancing, no hugging yet. I mean, we can, because
we're in the same house.
In the same house. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it for us, and so see you next time.
We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.
Stay safe, everybody.
2 sides to a coin. Mwah. Bye.